Hey everybody, it is the night of Saturday, September 29th, 30th? 30th.
Yeah, 30th.
The doors to the convention floor are closed. Everybody's having parties, everybody's having a good time. And I bumped into Jimmers and Emmers.
What's up, guys?
Jimmers and Emmers are donators
We are.
to the TransMissions podcast.
Patrons.
What's up, Chucklestein? That's what they call
Is that
Big
what
C.
we call it?
Yeah.
He
Loves
does
it.
yeah, he does love it.
The thing,
He actually asked us to call him that.
Chucklestein?
Yeah.
Chucklestein asked me to ask a question of you. Do you know who Straxus is?
I do. Isn't he that guy from Marvel issue number 17 or 18?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I am familiar with him. Yes.
You guys,
Club, I think.
you guys are at the con. You have a very beautiful booth. You've got your
Thank you.
merch and your wares, and you're doing it for a good cause.
Yes.
This is a selfless act. You two are engaged.
Yeah, it's to finance our robot collection.
No, it's not.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. No, it's we did this Respect the Prime album a year ago.
You did.
We released it, and we had the lovely work of Casey Collar and John Paul Beauvais from IDW Comics to do it.
To do the cover art.
The cover art, and just amazing guys.
Yes.
Very talented, and I mean, John Paul is on the show pretty frequently.
He is.
And
He's a friend. He knows
yeah.
who Straxus is.
He knows who Straxus is.
And,
if he didn't, I would be worried.
Chuckles in charge. They're like
Chuckles in
they're
charge.
tight. They're tight.
So that version did sell out. We sold it on tour last year. For the Electronic Saviors release party tour. That version of it did sell out. So when it came time for convention season again, we wanted to do something, same but different. We wanted to do something that would involve the same album with a little something extra for conventions.
Yeah.
So we asked Nick Roach from obviously IDW, Last Stand of the Records, Sins of the Records, More Than Meets the Eye. He's doing some stuff for Marvel right now, I guess. Guy's a rock star.
He is a rock
You're a
star.
rock star, Nick.
If you're a modern Transformers fan and you haven't read his work, you need to read his work.
And Josh Perez, who is like, I can't say enough great things about Josh. Love that guy. Just an amazing colorist, and they did the artwork for this new thing we have, the convention edition, which is all new art, all new liner notes, including a testimonial from Josh, a very sweet testimonial about his experience with cancer, with a loved one of his, and so we decided to throw on 2 bonus tracks.
You did.
Yes.
How are those new tracks being received?
Very well. In fact, there was a guy, we have an iPod station set up on our table. So if people come to the table and they're like, we can say, what's your favorite cut from the 86 soundtrack?
It's been The Touch.
People like, yeah, we played The Touch a lot. In fact, we had these 2 guys. There were these 2 guys that were dressed up like Shockwave and Soundwave today. And they
I
were
saw
wearing
them.
suits.
Yeah.
They did a dance number to The Touch at our table. And they drew a crowd.
Choreographed?
Yeah,
and
totally.
It was amazing.
It was awesome.
that's awesome.
But there was a guy today who asked for Escape, the Vince DiCola track, and that is one of the bonus tracks.
Nice.
From Thought Form, which is my friend Max Brajak from Pittsburgh. And he did the 2 bonus tracks. And giving people that little something extra that's not on the digital edition, you can only get it here.
Yeah.
The only other con we have left at this point is Dark Side of the Con 2, which my band is actually playing at. That's in March up in Jersey. And depending on how tomorrow goes, we might have very few copies to sell there because this was a limited to 300 copy run.
Okay.
We have less than 100 left. I think we might have less than 70.
We have 78.
We have 78 left.
Do you have those 78 on your person?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So, if you have any at the end of this convention, and people watching want to get it, How do they get it before you go to the next convention?
They have to go to distortionprod.com.
Okay.
There you can get it. It'll say Respect the Prime Convention Edition non-attendee on the website is what it says, for people who can't go.
Okay.
And they can mail order it, and we'll send it out. We are almost out of the bumper stickers that we gave, because we have 2 left. We've been giving those away free for purchase of the CD, but we do still have a number of shirts left of both designs, Casey's design and Nick's design, in various sizes. We have more of Nick's design, but that has the fake tour dates on the back that we made up.
Right, I remember.
Including Club Straxus. Perhaps you've heard of it.
I have.
Orson's Well, and playing at Unicron. But we made the tour dates. Aside from the 3 actual dates that are on there, like the TFCon Toronto, TFCon DC, and Dark Side of the Con 2, all the rest of the dates on there are completely made up. But they're all references to the TV show, the comics, Marvel, and IDW.
Right.
And just like any goofy, obscure reference you can make in Transformers.
It's a good laugh.
Yeah, and even Chucklestein couldn't get all the references.
So you try to raise them right. You make sure they go to the right schools. They just disappoint you in the end. You have 300 copies of this current run.
Yeah.
How many copies of the previous run did you have?
We did 500.
500. So that's a significant dent against cancer.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can tell you what we donated last year and exactly where it went.
Yeah.
Last year we donated a total of, and this wasn't only just Respect the Prime. This is Respect the Prime and the Electronic Saviors comps. Combined sales generated $12,000 last year. Which the grand total of all the Electronic Saviors projects are close to $60,000 donated.
Good fucking job.
So $5,000 last year went to the research team, Dr. David Medich at the University of Pittsburgh. He's the director of colon rectal surgery, and I also say he's the reason I am here right now, because he did my surgery, he took out my cancer. And I owe my life to that man.
Does he know who Straxus is?
I'm thinking he probably doesn't know who Straxus is.
So we should put him and Charles in the same class.
Oh, yeah. I would love to be a fly on the wall and that, because it's Doctor, baby.
Is
2
it
doctors.
Doctor?
It might be Dr. Cubed. But so we sent 5,000 to Dr. David Medich. I can talk all night about how wonderful that man is.
Yeah.
And he still wouldn't be scratching the surface.
I just got my clean bill of health from him 2 weeks ago, so I'm celebrating 9 years out. And 5,000 went to an organization also in Pittsburgh called OurClubhouse.org. It's a cancer support center. They used to be called Gilda's Club of Western PA.
Okay.
Every city has a Gilda's Club. Gilda Radner.
Yeah.
And they changed to sort of distance themselves and become their own thing a few years ago. They sort of got separated from that.
Yeah.
And they're called Our Clubhouse now. They're located in the Strip District of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So 5,000 went to them.
Nice.
And the remaining 2,000 went to individuals. Patricia Stevens, who is a longtime scene supporter, was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer that spread to her spine. And she is currently going through rehabilitation to learn how to walk again. So we sent her some money to help her with her bills. I mean, I still can't imagine what her medical bills must be.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's staggering. And another $1,000 went to DJ Rex Arcana, Rick Millhouse, who is a longtime industrial scene DJ who was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Yes.
And he looks like he has beaten it. He's been doing some shows, unfortunately, because of where his cancer was located, it's affecting his voice. I'm not even sure if he's able to sing as much anymore in his group. He sings for the group FGFC 820, who have been on a number of Savior's comps. Unicron, at the last interview I did, he suggested getting those guys to do a song for Respect the Prime 2 on Last Stand of the Records, because their sound would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It would be totally up to them. But yeah, I mean that's what we're doing, and we're working on Electronic Saviors 5 to be out next summer. We'll do a tour, and then we'll do another big donation. Usually, it's every other year we do a donation, so there won't be one this year, but next year.
You are doing all of this positive change, all this effective hard work change, and the only thing morons like me have to do to be a part of it is to buy a CD. And that's awesome. That's just awesome.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. For whoever is willing to listen, I couldn't do it without you guys. So I honestly don't know what I would do without you. It's a very humbling experience, and if I get emotional during interviews like this, it's only because there are times where you step out of yourself and you're like, wow, we can do something as people. We can do something cool. We can do something that involves our passions, and we can involve something that not only involves something that we're nerdy about and passionate about, and that we grew up with, but we can sort of bridge that with what we do for a living. And music is my life. And like I was telling the guys before, I sort of wanted to find that middle ground between my passion for music and playing shows and promoting shows and doing these Saviors comps, and my nerdy side that I love buying comics and collecting toys and Transformers. And where's that middle ground? Respect the Prime is that middle ground. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. I mean, seriously, I couldn't do it without you. Maybe I could, but it would be a hell of a lot harder than it is.
It would have been harder to find out that Charles doesn't know who Straxus is.
It would be. Chucklestein, I love you. I wish you were here. Daryl,
we're teasing because we miss you.
Daryl,
you guys.
I miss your skin on my skin.
It's true.
And Jeremy, what can I say, my man?
I miss your foreskin.
I wish you wouldn't have moved out of Pittsburgh. So, like, right when we started to know each other, we could have fucking hung out and
Could have seen Spider-Man together.
We could have saw Spider-Man. Remember when we saw Ant-Man?
Yes, I do.
That was the shit.
That is the only time I've seen Ant-Man.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Thanks to IDW and the whole crew at ID. Can I interject one more thing?
You're interjecting yourself.
At TFCon Toronto, I met John Barber for the first time.
Right.
And John, came off to me as very positive and just an amazing man. And it turns out that he has a liking for the same style of music that I do. And those first 6 issues of Optimus Prime that he wrote, the titles of that are Covenant lyrics. We've worked with Covenant before on the Saviors comps.
Nice.
So I did give him a copy of Respect the Prime. The 3-page preview of Optimus Prime number 11, which should be out in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Has an odd little nod in it on the second panel of the 3rd page, and the words "Respect the Prime" are in there. John, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but if you see this, tweet me and tell me that it's not. Just so I can have that dream.
Right.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.